electrical upgrading is carried out regularly by BVT. We do this to comply with current regulations, which are in place to ensure that the wiring in your home is as safe and up-to-date as possible. Depending on the age of the electrics in your home, this could entail only a small amount of work. Alternatively, if the electrics in your home haven't been updated for a considerable amount of time, then a complete rewire may be required. Following initial notification that your home is due for electrical upgrading, you will receive a letter giving you details of the contractor who is to carry out the work, along with their contact number. This enables you to immediately arrange a start date if you so wish. Alternatively, you can wait for our contractor to contact you to arrange a start date. The contractor will arrange to undertake a pre-start survey. The purpose of this visit is to establish the amount of work required to meet the regulations. Check if you have any special requirements. If any advanced preparation work is required. What furniture needs to be moved. To answer any questions you may have. And agree the positions of sockets and switches. Don't worry if you are unable to move heavy furniture. We will be able to do that for you. The electrical contractor will also give some indication of the length of time the electrical upgrading will take to complete. Depending on the size of the property and how much work is required, it can take up to a week. During the pre-start survey, the contractor will also discuss how you want any new cables to be installed in your home. There are two options open to you. Cables can either be chased in or surface mounted. Chased in cables are channeled into the walls and plastered over. Though the neatest option in terms of finish, the removal of some plaster is bound to cause damage to your decoration and create dust. Surface mounted cables are fed into plastic mini trunking, which is screwed to the wall. As minimal damage is caused, this is the option to choose if you do not wish to redecorate in any newly cabled areas. But when you do decide to redecorate and wish to eliminate this trunking, simply contact our maintenance team, who will be happy to arrange for any surface mounted wiring to be sunk into the walls, as in option 1. You can choose to have all of the wiring installed in the same way, or select the type of installation on a room by room basis, depending on how soon you intend to decorate in these areas. The option you choose will make no difference to the performance of your new electrical system. It is merely personal preference as to the finished look of your electrical rewiring work. Please bear in mind though that BVT does not carry out any decorating work or pay compensation to cover the cost of any redecoration that may be required as a result of its electrical rewiring work. This is why we ensure that there are two options available. Depending on how much work is required, the electricians usually start upstairs and work their way down. Where possible, to minimize disruption, they will pull new cables through existing channels. If the lighting circuits need to be rewired, our electricians will lay all of the cabling for your first floor bedrooms, bathroom and landing in your loft space. Then they will lift specific floorboards in each of your first floor rooms to lay the cables for the first floor sockets and the ground floor lighting. If you have a suspended timber ground floor, then it is possible that the cable supplying the sockets will be run under the floorboards. For your safety, all floorboards and carpets will be relayed at the end of each working day. If you have laminate flooring in areas where our electricians need underfloor access, you'll be required to remove the flooring in advance of the rewiring work. The contractor will let you know during the pre-start survey if any laminate in your home will need to be disturbed. Please note that Bourneville Village Trust will not accept responsibility for the replacement or reinstatement of any laminate flooring. The number of double sockets we aim to fit is as follows: 4 in the living room, 4 in the kitchen, 3 in the dining room, 3 double sockets in the main bedroom, 2 in every other bedroom, 1 in the hall and 1 on the landing. The electricians will also install an electrical point for your cooker, even if you have a gas appliance. This allows you to choose your preferred fuel for cooking now and in the future. Smoke alarms will also be installed in your home, usually one in the hall and the other on the upstairs landing. Though connected to mains electricity, these alarms have a rechargeable battery backup. They will also be interlinked, So if, for example, there is a fire downstairs, the upstairs alarm will also sound. Should your home have an existing external light fitted, our electrician will be granted permission to rewire the circuit to it. Bourneville Village Trust will not, however, supply an external light for you or maintain such a fixture. Where it is possible, the electricians install extractor fans in your kitchen and bathroom as part of the electrical rewiring. Such fans are designed to remove the moisture from the air that is generated when cooking or using the bath or shower. If this moisture is not extracted, then condensation forms, creating ideal conditions for mold growth. The final item our electricians will install is your new fuse board or consumer unit. This has what is known as a circuit breaker. If an appliance becomes faulty, this may cause the circuit breaker to activate, cutting the supply of electricity. As your new electrics are more sensitive to faulty electrical items being plugged in, you may experience nuisance tripping caused by faulty appliances that appeared to work perfectly before. Should this occur, a flick of a switch is all it takes to restore your power. But before you can reset the circuit breaker, you must identify and unplug the faulty appliance. Our electrician will show you how to do this once rewiring is complete. During electrical rewiring, though there may be periods during the day when your electricity will not be available, we will always ensure that you will never be left without electricity overnight. If you have any special requirements, for example you have a dialysis machine, then please inform the electrical supervisor during your pre-start survey and we will make special arrangements for electricity supply to be maintained at all times. Please be aware, as part of the electrical rewiring of your home, we do not install a light in your loft space, hardwired doorbells, bathroom shaving points, electric showers, or external power supplies. If you have an electric shower, we will rewire the circuit to it, providing that its power consumption is no more than a maximum 8.5 kilowatts. Also, we do not rewire or connect garden ponds. Our electricians cover the areas they are working in with dust sheets and use their own vacuum cleaner to clear up at the end of each working day. Dust in the air, however, takes time to settle, so even though they are vacuumed, you may still find dust later. Electrical rewiring is carried out for your safety and your cooperation is greatly appreciated. Once the work is finished, our surveyor will offer to carry out a final inspection and agree any follow-ups that may be required.